So in this video we're going to talk about Mallorca in July and what you can expect if you're coming over here on holiday. Now we're going to be in peak season over here in Mallorca. It's going to be busy, but in this video I'm going to let you know what you can expect. We're going to take a look at the airports, we're going to take a look at the beaches, we're going to take a look at the weather too, but also we're going to take a look at some of the fantastic things that you can do and events too to make the most of your stay. Now I'm over here in the very lovely Caribou Beach Bar at the far end of Mallorca Beach. You can see actually it's not that busy behind me. I'm filming this right at the end of June. You can see there's plenty of space on the sands, but is it going to get busier as we head on into July? Well, probably. So be prepared for a huge amount of tourists coming into the island. It's been predicted that we're going to be having record tourism numbers coming to the island this summer. So it's not going to come as any surprise that when schools are out, more families will be travelling and the airports will be extremely busy throughout July. So the key to travelling this summer is to be prepared. Whether that is arriving or departing to or from Palma Airport, just get there in good time. So that's going to mean getting there at least 2 hours before your departure, even if you're just taking hand luggage. Also expect queues to be long at check-in and also pretty long going through security too. And bear in mind any restrictions on liquids too when travelling. So currently that's going to be 100ml bottles and no more than 10 of these 100ml bottles too. Don't forget we have plenty of shops in Mallorca where you can pick up any toiletries that you have forgotten to bring. And don't forget to take plenty of food, snacks, books and games for kids, as well as a portable mobile phone charger just in case of delays. And be aware of your rights regarding flights, delays and cancellations, and I'll drop a link below to an article I've written all about this. Okay, so an update from the beaches around Mallorca in July. I've mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. You're going to find the beaches to be extremely busy at the weekends because of course, well, residents are going to be coming over onto the beaches too. You're going to find as well that more and more residents are going to start taking holidays, maybe later on during the month of July as well, moving into August. So the beaches are going to be getting very, very busy. Now, again, you would have seen in my recent news update all about a movement towards responsible tourism on the island too. Now you're going to find that your best bet for visiting beaches over here in Mallorca is going to mean sticking to the main tourism beaches, from which we have some amazing beach services. We have everything from sunbeds to sunbed rentals. We have toilets, we have in some cases chiringuitos as well, little beach bars on the beaches. Plus we have water sports, and also looking at Mallorca Beach behind me, we can see the huge expanse of empty beach down this far end of the beach as well. You're going to find the same up in Alcudia on a 16km beach running all the way up to Camp Picafor. You're going to find empty space on the sand. You're going to find any of the big tourist resorts as well to have emptier spaces on the beaches too. We can just take your beach towel and your beach umbrella too. If you do want to get a sunbed or a beach umbrella, get to the beach early and get that, because I think they're going to fill up quite quickly this summer. It's not just the hotels where you're going to find people sunbed squatting either, you're going to find it down on the public beaches too. And you're going to find costs vary for sunbed rentals throughout the island this summer. So check out my recent videos and live streams for price guides. If you do wish to rent a sunbed, arrive on the day and find a free sun lounger, and the beach vendor will come over and charge you accordingly. He will then chalk the beach umbrella to show it's taken, but leave your towel on your sunbed if you go for lunch, and do not leave valuables on the beach at any time. So if you do not have a beach locker, make sure you take a waterproof bum bag with you, and I'll drop a link below as to where you can purchase these. Now, at time of recording, there is still no date for the arrival of beach services in Puerto Poyensa, but I'll keep you updated as we go on through the summer. Okay, so let's talk about the weather over here in July. Well, it's going to be the hottest month of the year. We're going to have highs moving into the 30s, possibly into the late 30s. There has been rumour that we're going to have an actually cooler summer this year. thank goodness, but it's not going to be cool to the point that you're not going to enjoy your holiday. If we get temperatures in the low 30s, well, that's going to be absolutely perfect. If we're going to have slightly milder evenings, then that's going to be great all round too. And looking ahead at the monthly forecast, we cannot see the really high temperatures which we are used to at this time of year, with highs in the low 30s during July, but averaging in the mid-20s. It does look like we'll be in for a cooler summer, but who knows if this will change. But we are also going to have that mosquito problem as well, so I'm going to leave a link to a video I recently made about mosquitoes in Mallorca. I'll probably pin it at the end of this video too as well, so go and check that out to make sure you arrive prepared on the island. But what can you expect as well in terms of weather? Well, we very rarely have rain over here during the month of July. It's normally very hot and sunny, so make sure you also bring a lot of sunscreen, at least factor 30, preferably factor 50 if you're coming out here as well. Reapply it when you go to the beach. It's very, very unlikely we're going to see any storms over here. I don't know what this summer's going to bring, but please expect really nice hot weather, so make sure the most important thing you can do is bring enough sunscreen with you. And don't forget as well, if you forget to bring it, we've got plenty of pharmacies and supermarkets that sell it too. So the sunrise times over here in Mallorca in July are going to be at 6:45. Sunset is going to be around 9 p.m. too, kind of moving up to 9 p.m. as well, so make sure you make the most out of those wonderful times of day as well. If you want to find an empty beach, get down there for the sunrise as well. You're going to find the beaches to be very empty at that time of day, and also you're going to get just a wonderful experience too. Get down there as well for sunset, because at 9 o'clock as well, everyone's going to be in the restaurants and the bars. Once again, you're going to enjoy a lovely sunset from various points around the island too, so make the most of that as well. Okay, so what events can you enjoy in Mallorca during the month of July? Well, we have the San Pere Festival, which actually starts off in June and it rolls into the first days of July in Alcudia Port, celebrating Mallorca's maritime heritage. You're going to find plenty of balderbots, which is traditional Mallorquin dancing. You're going to find markets, you're going to find other displays as well taking place, so really good to go and check that out if you want to go and see something traditional over here on the island. But that's not all, because also in July, around the 16th of July, we're going to have the La Verge del Calme events taking place in all the ports as well. So we're talking about Porto Poyensa, Porto Cristo, Porto Soyer as well. Once again, celebrating the patron saint of fishermen in the ports. You're going to see parades, music. It's a fantastic cultural event. It's going to add a different dimension to your holiday, as well as all the summer markets as well, which will be starting over in the resorts. Now, I'm down here in Magaluf, but you're going to find a summer market just across the way here in Palma Nova, along the Palma Nova Beach waterfront taking place during the month of July. You're going to find a little summer market over in Santa Ponsa, just down the coast, and you're going to find summer markets in many of the resorts all around the island too. If you also want to check out other markets too, check out some of our markets held in the old towns of Santanyí, in Alcudia Old Town, in Inca too. These are fantastic markets and a really great opportunity to go and check out an old town with a market too. I'm going to put out this warning though, because these markets are going to be very, very busy. Know where your belongings are, look after your phone, look after your wallet. Don't take your passport with you to any of these markets too, because, well, pickpocketing, of course we do have a problem with that, as you do in any single tourist resort in Europe. So just really keep an eye on your belongings. If you're going to any of these wonderfully busy markets, just know where your belongings are, and also don't forget to take out insurance too. But I've got content on my channel all about this. I'm going to make an update video about that too as well, so consider subscribing to the channel to catch that information. Also, you're going to find some other little events happening all around the island too. I'll try and share some over on the Mallorca Under the Sun Facebook page, so make sure you're following that. But also you're going to find too, over in the lovely area of Dea, over at the Son Maroig, you're going to find a weekly classical concert taking place over in the month of July. I'll drop a link to that in the description text below this video as well. So that's also something very alternative if you're coming over here on holiday. Okay everyone, I hope you found this video useful. I'm going to finish off my iced coffee from over here on Magaluf Beach, but I'm also going to drop a couple of links here and here on YouTube as well for you to check out some other useful information to help you out with your holiday over here to the island. You can also find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.